Hello, elementary team. I am very excited to be presenting you with this video because there are some new things coming your way that I think you'll really dig. So, here is what's happening. I was given a new tablet by my dad, which meant that the tablet at check-in could be available. And so in this back TV that is in your space, there's a Chromecast, which basically allows different computers or tablets or phones to mirror whatever's on their screen onto this screen. And so I figured let's utilize this technology and make things a little bit easier for you all. And so although this change might take a little bit of time from you, a little bit of energy, I think long term it's going to look a lot cleaner, be a lot nicer, and a lot cooler, which is important for the elementary kids. And so what I'm going to do is go from the very beginning, so that way if there's ever any issues, you should be able to know exactly what to do in case you show up and nothing's on, nothing's working. Start from the very beginning. So all you need is a tablet and a TV turned on to HDMI 2, okay? So if you turn on the TV, someone else uses it, it's on HDMI 2, it needs to be on HDMI 2. You can change that from the input button on the side. You can go to HDMI 2 and the TV setup. Now, have iPad here. This iPad needs to be stored in my desk. And so if what I'm going to do is have it in the top shelf. And so if you all it's not in the room, right? Just grab it from the top shelf. The other thing is I need you to please return it there because I want to make sure that this doesn't get lost or stolen or anything. All right, so TV's ready to go. I'm going to turn on the tablet by pressing this top button right here. All right, you should be able to either click it or hold it on, but it should turn on. As you can see, once it turns on, you can access the tablet by putting in the password, which is BP Kids, all lowercase, no spaces, just BPKIDS, which I can show you right now. All right, so let's see if I can do this Vanna style. All right, BPKIDS, done. Boom, and now you're in. So if anytime it turns off, like I said, if you need to set it up, it should be all here to go. So there's 3 different apps that you guys are going to be utilizing. You'll be utilizing Spotify for when the kids come in. You'll be using YouTube to play the worship songs. And you'll be using Slides for this brand new part of the Bible story that I'm going to tell you guys about in a little bit. The other thing you may need is Hangouts to communicate with check-in, but that doesn't really apply to what I'm teaching you today because you don't need to project that onto the screen. That can just stay on here. All right, so what I want you to remember, the big thing to not forget is when you're utilizing the Chromecast, you need to open the app, turn it on, use it, turn it off, go to a different app. All right, so there should be this cycle of turning on the app, turning on the Chromecast, using it, turning off the Chromecast. For some of the apps, it will work if you don't turn it off, but I think that the best way to avoid issues is just to get in the rhythm of when you use it, you open the app, like Spotify, all right? So we're going to learn how to play music, okay? You're going to find the syncing app or the syncing symbol, and so on the very bottom, it's backwards, nuts. Well, it says device available, okay? So on the very bottom, so you're going to click that, and then you click device available, and you're going to look for BP Students TV. So if you click that, you know that you're doing something right when the app you're using projects onto the screen, okay? So I projected it, but it's not playing. Why? I forgot to press play. So you press play, and huzzah, we have music. Very good. Okay, so now we had music on for the kids to be listening to while they're playing. We press pause to stop it. If you need to go to the next song, you can do that as well, right? Excuse me, Johnny Diaz. We're good. So we utilize the app. We're going to transition into some sort of welcoming or going right into worship, and we need to get out of the sync. And so again, you're going to click the BP Students TV, that little symbol on the bottom. And what you want to do is return it to this iPad. So right now, it's sending all this information to the TV, but that's going to mess up our next part. And so you want to send it back to this iPad. And look, something changed. Things change. That's a good sign, okay? Now I'm going to show you what happens if you don't do that. So I'm syncing it back to the TV, All right. And then if we go, let's just say we forgot, right? And we know that the next thing we're going to do is go into YouTube to press worship. All right. We're going to YouTube and we need to find our worship songs. And so I want you to think, where would you go to find something, right? So on the main page, there's a little library button. Oh, you can't see it. There it is. Little library. Can you see the library? Boom, click it. And what I have for you is every week you'll have your worship songs set up in the folder for Sunday's worship songs. So you click that, you press play, and it should play your videos. But it's not projecting. So a couple ways to troubleshoot that is just in general, when it's not working, I would just pause it. That'll help the kids not be super distracted by not only a visual, but a sound that's messing up. So we're going to look for that symbol. See right there in the corner? Okay, see that symbol? You're going to look for that, and when you click it, BP Student pops up. Sometimes it doesn't. So what I want you to get in the habit of, remember, is getting out of the sync every time you're done with something. So going to this iPad. By the way, if ever you need to go back to the home screen, this little button on the bottom does that. Going into YouTube, clicking that symbol, and BP Students TV pops up. Look, it's changing. That's a good sign. That means you're doing something right. So you have your worship song, pops up. And what's nice is you can actually control it, and your user interface, the screen looks different than what's being projected, which is a really nice feature. These aren't our worship songs for this, but I just use it as an example. All right, so you can be getting everything ready, talking about it. What I would do is, as you're describing the worship songs to the kids, like you guys already do, so you can get them in the right mind frame for that song, I would be getting this all ready. The other thing you can do is have your partner, whoever else is doing it but not leading that song, they could be getting it all ready for you. And so you're talking, the background's ready to go, you're ready to go, and you're like, all right, and we're going to be singing, I think in this she sings Rolling Every Stone, Rolling Stones or whatever. You say, all right, we're going to sing. Hope you guys are ready. Let's go. And you press play, and it starts playing. All right? So, still Rolling Stones. So now you're finished singing, which is really nice. You want to go to the next one, and look how easy this is. You click the next button, and it already starts. Boom. Go. Haha. Very good. So you can control the volume from here. You can control the volume from the TV as well. All this is all set up to go. Beautiful. Remember, now we're done using this app, so we're going to close out of it. We're going to disconnect. All right. Notice how the screen changed? That's a good sign. And we're going to go to our last one, which is for the Bible story. And this is slides. Now, we have been paying, or I guess the ministry, the church has been paying for us to utilize visuals from the curriculum, but we haven't had the resources and the time to set that up. So now I'm making it a priority to make sure that every week you guys have your visuals set up in a PowerPoint presentation. So that way it's a brand new visual for you to use. In your lesson plans, it'll have highlighted when to use different slides. And so it's great is now we can utilize that new technology. Okay, so you're going to want to find, so what I did is I just clicked slides, all right? And you're going to want to find that week's presentation. So it should say November week 1, right? That would be for this upcoming Sunday, okay? Now you want to click that little button again. See the little button? Click it. That's to sync it. BP Students TV. And huzzah! Right? Look at that big, beautiful video. Look at this. I want you guys to see this. Oh my gosh. Look at how nice that looks. Am I right? Look, you could stand over here. You could be sitting on the floor. Looks so good. All right? This is a great way to keep our kids' attention and amplify specific parts of the lesson. All right? So what's nice is there's two ways to utilize your slide. You can either slide it, right? Or you can just click the next one. So for example, this upcoming story has to do with the tabernacle. You're not proving my point. Come on. There you go. Okay. This upcoming story has to do about the tabernacle. And so what you can do is say, all right, kids, I want you to check this out. Come scooch really closer. All right. Oh, that's too close. Back up a little bit. Scooch. Can you see it? All right. And now we can go into detail about talking about the tabernacle, a brand new way to utilize visuals for the class, which is nice because previously I'll have to have printed it out. It might not look very clean. super bright, super vivid. This will be a great way to really engage the kids. All right. And so you're done. It's the end of class. You want to put Spotify back on. Remember, click the little button. We're going to disconnect. We're going to press the home button to get back to the home. And we're going to click Spotify. And we're going to find that little button. And we're going to go to students. And now we can put on music again, so that way the kids can, listen to music while they play or whatever. Okay? I know that was a lot of information. I know also that you guys are going to have to actually play with it. Hello? Okay, this is a great example. So I went to press stop, and it wasn't stopping. So what I did is I just got to the home page, I re-clicked it. It's not working, so the connection isn't working right now, so I'm going to reset it. I'm going to go back to BP Students. I'm going to click out of it. So this iPad, listen on this iPad. So I just reset it is what I did. All right, so if you're ever having an issue like that, typically just resetting it should work. Worst case scenario, just turn on off the TV and continue with your lesson. Okay, so I'm really excited to utilize this. I know this was a longer video than I expected it to be, but I think it's going to be really valuable, and I'm really excited for you guys to check it out. Please try this out this Sunday or the next Sunday you serve. I would definitely suggest you come in 10 minutes even earlier than typically the 30 minutes. That way, that 10 minutes you can practice, and then you can go to huddle or you can replace those people. If you serve at the second service, then maybe the first service people can guide you in how to utilize it. But please practice it. I promise it's not too bad. I actually practiced all this on Juanita because she said that she's horrible at technology and she was able to get it. So you guys can do it. I love you. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.